Coach Baldwin, pasok!
That in Philippine basketball, you put the ball in a player's hands and that player sees what he can create for himself. When that runs into a wall, then he gives it to somebody else who does the same thing. Great basketball is played by players who, whatever they do on the floor, they do it to see what they can create for their teammates. That's why this was created as a team game. It wasn't created as a your turn, my turn style of play. It was created as let's see what we can cohesively do to grit together to create the most efficient outcome. And I think that we're in conflict with that in this country all the time. So we have great basketball players who really don't know how to use their skill to help one another in their play. It's not that they're selfish, it's not that they don't want to do that. It's just that the culture hasn't evolved to allow them to do that. So in some ways they're victims of the culture. This country has been so good in basketball for so long that it becomes insular. It doesn't look outside enough, and when it does look outside, it looks only at the U.S., and it's a big mistake.
Yeah.
Because we can't be the U.S. It's simply impossible. So our cultural development here as a basketball nation has revolved around really the street ball, which has dominated so much of the play in this country. And it is entertaining, and it is fun, and it will work inside the borders of the country. But if you want to be successful outside, you've got to rise to the level of your opponents. And when your style of basketball can be exploited by disciplined, intelligent teams, and they will force you into innumerable mistakes, you have to look at yourself. And people talk about, oh, we're not big. Rubbish. We have plenty of big players in this country. Plenty. We don't have, scores of them, but we have plenty to make a roster of 12 guys. But until we teach those guys, until the message gets through, you got to play the game a certain way, we're not going to be successful. And yet there's no excuse for us not to be successful at the highest level. We should be a top 15 basketball nation in this world, in my opinion.
Thank you, God bless, and bye-bye.